Johanna from Travelers Paranormal. I'm doing challenge number 20 in the Para Games. So this challenge is to try and reach out to Lizzie Borden, a famous figure from crime and history, and I'm sure lots of people have heard of Lizzie Borden before. I have my S-box for 10 minutes, and then I'm going to put on a blindfold and kind of move a little bit so you can see the mirror behind me, and have another 5 minutes. For anybody not familiar with Lizzie Borden and the story of Lizzie Borden, she was from Massachusetts, and she lived with her sister, her stepmother, and her father. And one day, it was the 1890s, I believe, her stepmother and her father were absolutely brutally murdered by somebody with a hatchet. Nobody was ever found guilty of the crime. Lizzie Borden was arrested and put on trial, but was in the end found innocent. But to this day, there are still a lot of questions about that. So now she has some history about this case. I am going to start my timer for 10 minutes and see if we can make contact with Lizzie Borden. My name's Johanna. I was just talking about Lizzie Borden. Is there anyone here who knows that name? That name is familiar to them? Is there anyone here who has ever heard the name Lizzie Borden before? So there were two syllables there, not really definitive. Maybe it said something like maybe. I guess it could have been a that's me. Lizzie, are you here? Can you hear me? So I think I heard the same kind of voice again. Might be female, so that's interesting. Lizzie Borden, can you hear me? I think I heard she wants to. Lizzie, can you hear me? Would you like to talk to me? Lizzie, if you can hear me, I know a lot of people focus on kind of the death of your father and stepmother, but I'm actually more interested in asking you about your travels. I hear you were very well traveled. So female voice, I think I heard yes. Lizzie, can you tell me what was your favorite place to visit? I thought I heard a male voice. Can you repeat that? That was just two different voices there. My name's Johanna. Can you tell me your name? There's been several voices coming through. Could one of you tell me your name? So I heard like 3 syllables. I'd like to know the name of the person that I'm talking to. Can you please tell me your name? I'm going to try and refocus. I was trying to speak with Lizzie Borden. Can Lizzie Borden hear me? Yes. Lizzie, is that you? Can you speak to me? So I thought I heard a male voice say, "Not yet." Is there someone trying to stop Lizzie? I think I heard the same male voice again. Lizzie, if you can hear me, I'm sure you get tired of questions about this. I know you had a long inquest. I don't think you killed your father or your stepmother, but I do wonder if you maybe know more information than has been let on. Do you know who killed your father and stepmother? So I think I heard a male voice say, "Speak, speak." You must have had some suspect in mind. Who do you think did it, Lizzie? Lizzie, did you have any theories about who it could have been? So I thought I heard something like, "We had it," or "I had it." Getting a lot coming through. Lizzie, did you see someone in or around your house that day that may have been the murderer? So that same voice has come through several times. Like, it sounds like a guy, like, yelling. There's some theories, Lizzie, that it may have been a half-brother or an employee of your father. Did you see your father have a fight with someone? I'm going to have to listen back and see if I can make that out. Can you tell me who it was? Do you know the name of who your father was fighting with? So I thought it said it was James. Was that the name of the person your father was fighting with? Was his name James? Alright, so my timer was just going off. It scared me. I'm going to take off my glasses, put on a blindfold, and I'm going to move so we can see the mirror. While I'm doing this, you can still talk to me. Lizzie, are you still there? Heard a male voice. Oh, I'm an idiot. Pretty hard to set a timer when I'm blindfolded. I think the S-Box just said yes. Thanks for your encouragement. Alright. Hopefully you can see the mirror and maybe me a little bit. Lizzie, can you tell me, do you know who killed your father and stepmother? Was it planned, or did something happen that day that made this happen? So I thought I heard the S-Box say, "Can you see me?" which is just so unnerving when I put on a blindfold. Lizzie, is there anything you can tell me about that day? About the murders? Anything that maybe you've come to learn or you remember now that didn't come to mind before? You must have been in shock. Oh, so a lot was made in the trial about what you were wearing that day. and nobody could seem to remember. Do you know what color your dress was that day? Do you remember what color the dress was that you were wearing? I think I heard it was not blue, and if I'm right, I think the prosecutor kept trying to prove that she was wearing a blue dress. I know the murder weapon, the hatchet, was never recovered. Lizzie, do you know what happened to it? Again, I don't think you were the killer. I don't think you could have done it. But I'm wondering if you know more about it. Lizzie, why did your Uncle John come to stay at the house? Was that planned, or did he just surprise you? Three different voices there. He was your mother's brother, right? He was a maternal uncle? I think I heard yes, he was yes. Who is the male voice that I'm hearing? Can you tell me your name? The hatchet that was found on a neighbor's roof, was that the hatchet that was used? I heard that while you were on trial, Lizzie, there was another murder in your town with a hatchet. Do you think those two were connected? Why, yes. I think I heard why, yes. My timer's going off. So I think I just heard someone say here. Whoever's speaking, can you tell me your name? Alright, I'm going to turn off the S-Box now, because Megan is going to come and do her challenge. So this is Johanna from Travelers Paranormal doing the 20th challenge in the Para Games, the Lizzie Borden challenge, to try and make contact with Lizzie Borden. Don't know that I did. I was getting a lot of voices, which was interesting. There was a male voice that repeated several times, or the voice repeated. He wasn't saying the same thing, but it was definitely the same voice. Not really any name or anything that I can point to. It was 10 minutes without the blindfold, 5 minutes with the blindfold, and a mirror, so hopefully I had the mirror in this shot. But thank you very much, What the Paranormal, for keeping the para games going. I'm not sure how many teams or people are still in, but like I said, this was Challenge 20, so I had no idea that this was going to keep going. Back when it started, I thought it was like going to be a month-long thing, but nope, we're still going. So thank you for keeping it fun, keeping it interesting, and helping me get some content on my channel. Anybody watching this, if you like the paranormal, please like, subscribe, follow. We do regular investigations too, and then we've been having these fun kind of little weekly challenges that we've been participating in. So Megan should be next. Thank you. Hi, so this is Megan from Travelers Paranormal. Actually, hold on. Hi, so this is Megan. Hi, so this is Megan from Travelers Paranormal, taking part in the 20th Para Games. This is the Lizzie Borden challenge. The Para Games are sponsored by What the Paranormal. So the challenge here is to do 10-minute S-Box investigation, and then a 5-minute investigation, still S-Box, but blindfolded. And I do have a mirror behind me. So, Lizzie Borden challenge, and so the object is to try to make contact with Lizzie Borden. Everyone knows the famous Lizzie Borden has an axe. She gave her mother 40 whacks when she saw what she had done. She gave her father 41. There's apparently a second verse that talks about how she's going to go to the death penalty basically for this. Famously, though, she was eventually acquitted. There was a lot going on at this time with the trial, a lot of like different economic class things about it, where she lives, and the poor immigrant communities were saying that she was guilty, and there's this one newspaper that was constantly saying she was guilty, and then the wealthier people who lived on what was called the Hill, and their newspaper was always like, she's innocent, and she's this fine, respectable young lady that never would have done any of this. And they referred to how she taught Sunday school, and she volunteered with suffragettes, and they were like, she can't be tried because she couldn't have a jury of her peers because women couldn't be on a jury. So there was a lot of interesting stuff going on around the time when this happened. But I know that Johanna was really trying to talk to Lizzie. I am going to try to talk to whomever committed the murder. Again, she was acquitted. There were questions and such during the trial, but like I said, she was acquitted. She was found to be not guilty. I watched a YouTube video in my research by, I believe the channel is Lumber and Law. I found them when they partnered with another channel, and I'll link it, that is about a gentleman who reads body language and stuff like that. He's a mentalist. His name is Spidey, and I'm forgetting, it's like the behavioral arts or something like that. But I'll link both of those channels. But anyway, so Lumber and Law did a detailed video about this case, and it was very interesting. And we'll link that in the description in case anyone's interested. But I'm going to set my timer. The challenge is 10 minutes, not blindfolded, and then 5 minutes blindfolded. So, get my timer going. I'm going to put my S-Box up. And I'm interested in talking to the person who did murder Andrew and Abby Borden. My name is Megan, and I was wondering if there was anyone here who knew about those murders who was willing to speak to me.
I thought I heard a male voice, slight affectation to the voice that I couldn't place any kind of an accent, saying, "Yes, I know." Is there someone, whoever that was, do you know about the murders of Andrew and Abby Borden? That was several syllables. It didn't make sense to me. Can you tell me what the murder weapon was? Was Lizzie Borden involved in the murder? If not the murderer, was she just involved? I had the same voice come through for a while, and at first I thought it said, "I would think," but then I couldn't hear. There was another noise and that same voice continuing, and then a pause and that same voice continuing, but each of those successive times it was quieter. Was Lizzie Borden involved in the murder of Andrew and Abby Borden? Was Emma Borden, her sister, involved? Sound like it said, "We had him." Who is the we? If the person who murdered Andrew and Abby Borden is here, why did you commit this crime? So most of the theories on motives tend to be around money. People say that it was a worker that was arguing with him over getting paid. People say it was an illegitimate son who came out of the woodwork, basically. People say that Lizzie and Emma were upset that he had bought a house for a relative of Abby. But there's just things to counter that. No one knows who the workman might have been. There's been no sign of an illegitimate son. He did buy a house for Lizzie and Emma, and then at some point he just bought it back from them. But he paid them well for it. And he was not, people say maybe he was cruel or something. They say he was stingy. They definitely lived frugally, but also he sent the girls, when they were girls, he sent them to Europe. They were educated. They seemed to have real affection for each other. And so there's just a lot that doesn't make sense. They had their mother's uncle, a maternal uncle, was there, and there was a big deal made. And I would have to see writings from at the time or something from Lizzie to make sense of it. There's a big deal made about the fact that Abby was the stepmother, but Lizzie was about 2 when her mother passed away, and Andrew remarried pretty quickly, as was customary. Single men, they would, as of the times, they'd be looking for a woman to take care of the kids, and so he remarried pretty quickly. So Lizzie was only like 3 or 4, I think, when he married Abby, and so yes, it's her stepmother, but she really only ever knew that one mother. But anyway, going back to the crime, I wasn't getting any answer on why the murder weapon never being found was a big thing. If the person who committed the crime, the murder of Andrew and Abby Borden, is here, what happened to the murder weapon? I just heard a child's voice, but I couldn't understand it. What happened to the weapon that was used to murder Andrew and Abby Borden? So I heard something like they didn't find it. Where was the weapon hidden? So I heard a male voice, very solid, say plainly, "Can you tell me where the murder weapon was hidden so the police didn't find it?" So I thought I heard a male voice again say, "No, I won't." During my research, one theory I found was that sometime around when the trial was actually going on, a boy climbed up on a roof of one of the nearby houses to the Borden's house to find a ball that had gone up there, and he found a hatchet. And so the theory might be that the killer actually just threw it up there to try to get it hidden. My name is Megan. Is there anyone here who knows who killed Andrew and Abby Borden? And if so, can you tell me who it was? Was the killer the maternal uncle, John? The theory of it being the maternal uncle John, he was also coming looking for a business deal and money, so if he was the murderer, it would have also been a financial motive. Was John involved in this murder? Was Lizzie involved in this murder? involved in this murder. So my timer is going off, so I'm going to stop it, and I'm going to reset it for 5 minutes, just a little bit over. And then I'm going to blindfold myself, and I'm going to try to just stand to the side so that the mirror is visible. So my timer is going. I'm going to be blindfolded. I'm going to face the mirror, but I'm going to stand to the side. Is there anyone here who would be willing to talk to me about the murder of Andrew and Abby Borden? Is there anyone who can give me any information on this crime whatsoever? Even though she was acquitted, Lizzie's life was never the same after this. She was always attached to the murders. She tried to go on and live her life, but she was kind of, I read, made like a pariah and an outsider after this, even though she was acquitted. So the murderer, if it wasn't Lizzie, did you feel any remorse over what this did to her? Sound like it said a little bit. Did you ever have any remorse over the actual killing? That was a male voice. That was like 3 syllables. It sounded like the same thing was repeated, but I am really not sure. Can you please repeat that? Was that an answer to the question, did you have any remorse over the killings? Again, it sounded like the voice with a slight affectation. I couldn't capture what, I can't say what I think the accent would have been. But I thought it said something like, I did. Why did you kill Andrew and Abby Borden? If you could tell us one thing about the crime, what would it be? Does it amuse you that you got away with it? sorry, can you repeat that? Was Bridget, also known as Maggie, involved in the crime? So it said, oh yes. I'm sorry, are you confirming that Bridget, also known as Maggie, was involved in the crime? I'm going to ask again, can the person who killed Andrew and Abby Borden, can you answer who you are, or was Lizzie involved in this killing? That is my clock. I wanted to just give a little bit of time for an answer. So before I stopped it, I thought I heard like a woman yell, but I really wasn't getting very much throughout it. It's an interesting case. Going to the Borden house is on my bucket list of places to investigate sometime. So I look forward to hopefully doing that. I don't know that I got anything really, but we'll listen back and we'll see. This is Megan from Travelers Paranormal. I want to thank What the Paranormal for sponsoring these para games. This was the 20th challenge, the Lizzie Borden challenge. And yeah, it's been fun. Thank you very much for watching. If you had fun, like, subscribe. Check out some of the other videos, and, you know, just keep seeking to know more.